Hi, my name is Tracy Donald, and I am a diamond agent here in Secret, and it is my pleasure to take a few minutes to go through with you how to use our absolutely amazing new tools. So this is our Xbook, and joining me, we have two absolutely amazing powerhouses that live right here in Phoenix, Arizona that have joined us. So I'm gonna just let you guys introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Trish Verzera, and I'm here to be a guest at the Experience Secret today.
Hi, and I'm Shakira Martinez, and I'm here to be the host for the experience today.
And inside of this book is your Xbook that is going to help you present Secret in a party or experience Secret format, and the O book, which is going to allow you to sit down one-on-one and share it with prospects that will talk about not only the business opportunity, but also just experiencing Secret in general. So today, I am going to demonstrate how to use the Xbook, and I'm going to speak to you as agents, as fellow agents and business partners, and walk you through how this book works, okay? So thank you so much, Shakira and Trish, for joining me and helping pull this presentation together. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to address why you would use a hosted party. Why pull a hostess in to help you share Secret? And the reason is because you only have so much warm market, okay? And once you feel like you've gotten through it, which trust me, it takes way longer than most agents actually have the patience for. It takes an eternity. However, when you can break into somebody else's warm market, why not be working through yours and theirs at the same time? And so the value that a host brings is they are already loved and trusted by the guests. The guests don't know you. They don't love and trust you yet. Okay, they will because you're forming a relationship with them. But by pulling in a host, what you're doing is you're being validated immediately because she or he has put you in front of their people and given you the green light. Okay, and so a hosted party is a very powerful way for you to expand your business into people that you would not otherwise be connected with. And so the first part of the book is the purpose and the legend, okay? And you know, this book has been designed to just help you feel like you've got a resource to follow and keep on track to cover all of the important information that is critical that you share during your Experience Secret parties, okay? So throughout the book, there's actually a legend, and it talks about there's an H that stands for hosts, okay? And these are storytelling prompts, okay? And these icons are all throughout the book. And there's little spots where you're gonna sprinkle stories because facts tell, but stories sell, right? And P is for product, and B is for business, your why, and you know, just getting people to look at this and consider it as a legitimate side hustle, which we love to refer to. So the next page is before the party, okay? Now, there are several tools in our back office that reference how you can properly prepare your hosts to have the most successful party possible. And it really is our job. People are having faith in us and saying yes to experiencing Secret with their friends and family, and it really is our job to make sure that they're successful. So the first thing is, you know, setting up an invite of some sort and maybe even a Facebook event and getting the party started, because the number one reason people cancel is they just simply don't ever invite people. So if you take that risk away and get an event set up within 24 hours of them booking with you, then you're going to eliminate the fact that the party could get canceled, okay? And in the book here, it actually talks about coaching your host a minimum of 3 times. And why would you do that? Well, this is going to allow your host to stay engaged, stay excited, because when they book the party, they're at a high level of excitement. I personally create a quick invite, have them text it out while they're sitting in front of me to their top 10 people, and the party is solid and in the bag, okay? So so it talks about the host creating a wish list, okay? It talks about confirming and reminding the day before. Now, I'm gonna tell you that if you do not encourage your host to do reminders the day before the party, this is what's gonna happen. The day after the party, their friends and family are going to say, Shakira, why didn't you remind me? I forgot, okay? Very, very important, all right? Now, it talks about prepping your hosts so that you've got where are you going to set up your product, okay? What time are you going to arrive? Making sure that they're really, you know, familiar with that. And now you've arrived. And you're gonna set up 3 areas. You're gonna set up your greeting area, which is gonna be your nail buffer, your salt and oil, and your body butter. This is actually the station where you're gonna guide people to as they arrive at the party, and you're gonna literally blow their minds, like instantly, with our incredible nail buffer, salt and oil, and body butter. The next is the product demo. So where you're going to actually be doing the demonstration for the evening, okay? And last but not least, and probably one of the most important, is a separate checkout area so that you can actually check them out individually where there's no stress, you know, people aren't standing over their shoulders, and you've got the time to really build that relationship with them and go through the process. So we're gonna get started on how the actual party works here. So I'd like to start off and thank you guys for coming. My name is Tracy Donald, and I'm extremely excited and very happy to be here to share Secret with all of you this evening. So we always start off by thanking the people that make it possible. So I'd love to thank Shakira, our host for this evening, and Trish and all of the other guests that are here to share Secret with Shakira this evening. So it's people like you that are actually my hero. Number one, you keep me in business, but number two, you give all of your friends and family an evening off and an opportunity to really just have, you know, a fun night out, socialize, and you don't know this yet, but experience the best products in the market, okay? So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself so you know a bit about this person that's standing up here talking to you. So as I said, my name is Tracy. I have 3 children. I have 1 husband. So I have, my husband Rob is my best friend, my business partner, and honestly, he is definitely the reason that I have been as successful in this industry as I have been. And we have 3 children. My son Jeff is 23 actually next week. My daughter Mackenzie is almost 22, and our youngest Rawson is 14. I'm also a retired child and youth counselor. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit. When I was 17, I had my son, and when I was 18, I had my daughter. I found myself afraid. I was definitely on a mission to not have it impact my life. And at the age of 19, with a newborn and a 1-year-old, I attended a home party. I was offered the option to host a party of my own because I really couldn't afford the products. And I'm so happy that I did that because it literally changed the direction of my life, and it offered me the ability to have financial freedom and buy back my time, because it doesn't matter how much money you have, the one thing you cannot purchase is time. And so I worked as a child and youth counselor, put myself through school actually, through my business, and worked as a child and youth counselor for over 16 years. And back in 2010, I decided to retire from that profession and do direct sales full time. And that's my story. That's how I've ended up here. Today at this party, what you guys are going to experience is some secret products, okay? And I promise you, I'm going to make you think and say wow several times. And you all have a wish list in front of you. And this is the thing. Wishing is free, so please fill it up, okay? As I'm going through the products, I'm gonna tell you the name, and just jot it off. And even if it's not something you pick up today, you can bring your wish list home and you can add to your regimen as we go, okay? Because once you're a customer, you're always a customer. So, all right, after we experience the secret products, what's gonna happen is at the very end, we're gonna play a game, okay? And so as I'm doing my demonstration, at the top of your wish list, if there's questions you have, jot them down. Because at the end, I have tickets, and every question you ask me, I'm gonna give you a ticket. But every question you ask me about my job, I'm gonna give you 3 tickets. And what are you gonna win? Well, I'm gonna give you a hint. It's going to be secret, okay? You're actually gonna be able to choose between a mud soap and a body lotion as a gift from me, and whoever wins will actually leave with it today. So you get to go home and get right using the product, which is awesome. I'm also going to, at the end, meet with each of you, and there's 3 key questions that I'm gonna be sitting down with you and asking. And this is where I want to prepare you, okay, so that you can start thinking about your answer. Just so you know, the best answer is yes to all of them. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so the first question is, I'm looking for some feedback on what you loved about Secret and what it is that you want to start with today. Because of course, there's always a starting point, and typically people's wish lists are as long as their arm, and you can't always start with all of that. So, you know, we'll talk about that and figure out where you're going to start. The second question is, I'm going to ask you if there's any reason why we can't share Secret with some of your friends and family. And I'm going to tell you the benefits of how you'll help Shakira today when you decide to book an Experience Secret party of your own. And the last thing is, I am going to reference a little bit about my job today and what I do, okay? And I'm going to ask you if you're interested in hearing more about how you can make money having a side hustle like I do with Secret, okay? So before I go any further, this is what I'd love to know. How many of you are familiar with Secret? So this is when I literally look at them and do a quick tally. Okay, if there's 10 people in the room, I want to know. 2 of them have been introduced to Secret and 8 haven't, okay? Or maybe 8 have and 2 haven't. It allows me to figure out how detailed I need to go with some of the information going forward, okay? So now we're going on to the next page, which is sharing the Secret story, all right? Now, this is extremely important information. Inside of the It book, there is actually information that will give you the ability to go more in depth about the Dead Sea and the Secret story if you choose to. I personally think that the points on this card are perfect. It's not too much, it's not too small, and it really does cover the important things. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what Shakira is working toward and why she decided to have an experience party of her own. And actually, Trish, you can even share a little bit about what it was that made you say yes to Shakira. And so what is it that you're working toward, Shakira, and why did you decide to have me over?
Well, I went to an experience like this. It was my first one, tried the products, absolutely loved it, Trish. I mean, my skin felt so good. The lady gave me a sample to take home, and my husband, Felipe, tried it on his eyes. It was the eye serum. And oh my gosh, his bags like totally disappeared. It was amazing. And so he told me I have to do something to get him that eye serum, and then I really want a straightener. So they have this awesome straightener. So that's kind of why I wanted to share this with you. And you just moved here. I thought you'd love it. So
Excellent, fantastic. And what was it that Shakira said that made you want to come, Trish?
Honestly, she talked so highly about the products and was just so excited about it that I needed to know why.
Fantastic. Well, today you guys are going to learn the rewards that are available to you. Shakira, you've already experienced it a little bit. But, you know, one of the things that I love is the fact that we get to offer you this product at a discount, which we'll get to shortly. And if you decide to have an experience of your own, what is amazing is Shakira is actually going to be able to get one of those products for free. And by the time we wrap up her party with in-home and outside orders, she's probably going to be able to get the other one for half price through a booking and the sales accumulated. So that's quite fantastic. So when you have a party of your own, she'll actually get one of those at half price. So what I want to do now is just explain to you that, you know, the cost of living is rising significantly in life, and our paychecks are not following suit. And I want you to just watch what I do for the rest of this demonstration and see if this is something you could ever see yourself doing. The average household in North America is about $500 to $1,000 away from meeting their minimum requirements, and there's much more bill than pay. And I love the fact that a side hustle with Secret will give you the opportunity to generate an income, stay at home a little bit more with your family, and not, you know, if you have a full-time job, it's hard to go out and get another job, okay? So this is something, you know, where you're not sacrificing a ton of time and you're freeing up that important thing, which is being with your family. And so just watch what I do and see if this is something you can see yourself doing. And at the end, I had said at the beginning, write down questions because you're gonna be able to really grill me and find out a little bit more and get all the meat and potatoes. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can do the facials in the Xbook, okay? So there is a wrist facial where you are literally just putting the products on their wrists and the top of their hands, maybe even elbows sometimes, and you're not doing facials. Personally, you know, I think that this one allows for more people to be in attendance. You're limited when you're doing facials to how many people can sit around the table comfortably and that you can actually work with, okay? So in my mind, you know, I try and fill the living room. I will try and get 10 to 15 people at a wrist facial party, which obviously equates to more business leads, more bookings, and more sales. Now the facial version is, you know, we do half facials typically, and I have so many team members that, you know, really get guilted by people that want full facials. And the reason we do half facials is simply because you can see the difference when you do it on half of your face, okay? And when you do your whole face, you miss the subtle changes. You miss it. You just don't see it. It's not as powerful, okay? And so I really encourage you to stick with a half facial because it shows immediate results, and you can even joke with them that you'll do the other side if they book a party, okay? And that is a joke. If they really want their other side done, you should do it. But just at least let them experience experience the difference and take those before and after pictures. You know, I really encourage you to capture your own before and after pictures of people that you can say, this is my sister, this is my uncle, it's my aunt, it's my cousin, it's my brother, it's my son, my daughter. Okay guys, so I've told you a little bit about Secret, I've told you a bit about myself, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get right into using the product. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do half facials, okay? And the reason I do that is simply because I want you to see the difference on the side you did to the side you didn't do. There's nothing more validating than looking in the mirror and going, wow, okay? So I'm gonna just first off explain the process to you. Now, you know what, agents, this is one of those things where we're not gonna actually do the facials. This is a training video. I'm gonna walk you through what you would be doing if you were at a party. You guys know how to put product on people. A lot of agents panic when they're doing facials because they don't know what moisturizer, what cleanser, what mask, what is their skin type. So we're gonna really teach you how to make this as simple as possible, okay? When I start off to do a facial with someone, I ask them, what is your skin type? Are you oily or dry? I don't do any sort of massive survey. It's a simple question, are you oily or dry? If they're oily, they know it. If they're dry, they know it. If they say, I don't know, then they're normal, okay? And you can really let them customize what products that they want to use, okay? So we've made this very simple. There's 2 options for your cleansers. It's 3 steps. You're gonna cleanse, you're gonna mask, and you're gonna moisturize, and then you're gonna protect. It's actually 4 steps, okay? So there's 2 options in the cleanse. There is the facial cleansing milk, and there's the deep cleansing facial wash, okay? We've got a creamy, and we've got a foaming, okay? There is also 2 options in masks. You have your M4 mask, which is gonna be really, really great for dry skin and people that want to see the benefits of our age-defying line. And you've got people that have normal to oily skin that you would gear toward our clarifying mud mask, okay? And then for the moisturizer, we have our Essential Moisture Face Cream as one option, which is our oil-free moisturizer. You know, if you have someone that doesn't want to do the green line and they have normal to dry skin, then of course you're going to offer them the Intensive Moisture Face Cream. But for demonstration purposes, the Essential is definitely the best one to demonstrate at a party. And then we have the option of our amazing age-defying line, which is our Refresh. Okay, so we've really, really made this easy for you to navigate and feel confident. For the facial version, you're gonna start off having them take out their phone. And you know their phones are tucked right under their leg or they're tucked nicely in their purse. And you're gonna get them to do 2 things. The first thing is you're gonna have them click off their phone. Like not turn it off, but click off the volume, okay? And just nicely ask them to do that. And the second is I want you to take a before picture because we need something to compare it to, and they're gonna take a selfie, and then you're gonna have them put their phone back under their leg or under their purse or wherever, okay? And so the first step in any skincare regimen is to cleanse, okay? And at this point, you can talk about the Dead Sea, okay? So the cards bring you into the Dead Sea, the history and the benefits, and of course, explaining the 3-step regimen, all right? The next step is to do a mask and exfoliate. And you have a lot of wait time during masks, okay? And so what you're gonna do at this point is rather than do the company information, the history and the mission prior, you can actually do it while their masks are working, okay? And so you can talk about how Secret came about, how they came into the direct sales model, a little bit about the kiosks, okay? You can also do your business why at this point because there's nothing else to do. So this is where you've captivated them. They can't go anywhere. They are literally at your mercy. And so you can talk to them about your why. And of course, you can also talk about the fact that we have 8 lines of products and you can list them off, okay? And again, you know, just make little notes on your card. I have lots of little notes that are gonna trigger, you know, reminders for me. When you're going through this, you talk about the fact that the cleansing and the moisturizing is daily, twice a day, morning and night, and the exfoliation and mask is weekly. Now, they can do it once a week, they can do it 2 to 3 times a week. It depends on what it is that they're battling and how aggressive they want to be, okay? And then, you know, the last step, it's actually an added step, it's step 4, is to protect. Okay, and that is where we're going to talk about the additional layer of moisture and protection, which is our CC cream, which is by far one of our most incredible products. It's my go-to product. Once the masks are off, okay, you're going to share some before and after pictures. And you can even offer up for your customers that are there, you have existing customers, to do a testimonial. Ask them what they love about Secret, okay? The thing is, when you pull them in, you're edifying your company through other people, which is, third-party edification is absolutely amazing. And then the final step is that selfie again, the after picture, so they can see the difference. Okay, so how many of you want to experience Secret's products now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have some fun, and what I'm gonna do is we're gonna actually play with products on your wrist a little bit, and then I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about some of our other products and definitely some of my favorites. So a 3-step regimen, whether it's Secret or not, is to cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize, okay? And I have to tell you, it takes no more time to do that than it takes to brush your teeth. And you brush your teeth, why? Because you don't want them to fall out.
Yeah.
But if they fall out, you can get new ones. But if you don't take care of your skin, you cannot get a new face. Okay, you get one shot at this, ladies. So what we're gonna do, actually, is we are gonna start off just demoing a couple of things on your wrist, okay? So I'm gonna come around and give each of you a pump of our absolutely amazing mineral-rich peeling gel. This is definitely gonna be one of the things you guys are gonna wanna put on your wish list, I promise you, okay? So I want a wrist that is no bracelets or watch, okay? And I'm just gonna give you a little pump. And don't do anything with it until everybody has some, and then I'm gonna walk you through it. So if you have before and after pictures with you guys, this is the time where you'll wanna show them, okay? Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up now, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the rewards to being a customer. We're gonna go over exactly what's in it for you to become a hostess. We're gonna talk about the monthly specials. So to become a customer with Secret, okay, I will tell you that it is as easy as placing an order. Okay, there's no fees associated at all. One time you place an order of $99 and you're a VIP customer of Secret, okay? So you guys are all friends of Shakira's by association, you're friends of mine, and friends don't let friends pay retail, okay? So that's our goal today. So $99 at VIP pricing, boom, you're a VIP. There's something else magical that happens anytime you spend $99 with Secret, and that is free shipping right to your door. That's amazing. I'm a huge consumer of direct sales. It's been my livelihood for 22 years, so I support in any way that I can, and I pay absorbent shipping fees with many other companies, and that's not the case with Secret. We have no minimums and no auto ships, okay? There's no fees. You don't pay a fee to be a VIP with Secret. You literally it's the cost of your product. Every dollar you spend, you get 2 points. In the long term, it equates to a 12% return on investment, okay? Which is absolutely amazing. Once you've spent $1,000 with Secret, your points accumulate, you have 2,000 points, you can cash that in for $120 free Secret, anything you want, okay? You get gifts for your birthday. So the month of your birthday, you get $20 off of a $50 order. And last but not least, my very favorite thing is you get referral gifts. So when you're sharing Secret, even outside of a party, if you have a friend, Shakira or Trish, that says, oh my gosh, your hair looks amazing, or your skin is glowing, what are you doing differently? When you recommend them and they place an order, I enroll them through you, and you actually get a $10 referral credit from the company, which is so generous, okay? Now our host reward program, average host in Secret gets about $150 to $200 in no-charge products for having a party. It takes no more time to have a party than it took for you to be here this evening, okay? She created the invite, you accepted it. She did a little bit of tidying up, which is always necessary anyway, and you showed up, and here we are, okay? So, and this is what I'm gonna tell you. Nobody ever gets everything that they want at the first party. So even if there's people here that you're thinking, well, that's who I would invite, trust me, they've got a wish list. They're gonna wanna keep adding to it, so you're good to go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play that game we talked about. So agents, this is where I would have a roll of double-sided tickets, okay? And it is literally ask a question, get a ticket. And this is the thing. If you don't know the answer, that's okay, okay? Because a lot of people don't play this game because they're afraid they're not gonna know the answer. Just write the question down and tell them. You're gonna get with your upline and you're gonna get back to them within 24 hours with the answer. The bottom line is by playing this game, they're driving the questions, you're driving the answers, and people are leaving going, oh my gosh, I think I wanna do this. So to wrap it up now, you know, we're going to go into the checkout. And if they have any questions, of course, encourage them while you're doing orders to come on up and check out the products and really play with them, experiment with them. I always ask people that if they're going to use the products, there's spatulas on the table, just please use them and don't put your fingers in the pods. It's very important to say that. I watch people do it all the time. And let people know that, remember, I've got my 3 questions and I'm going to sit down with you one-on-one, and you're just looking to see who's in a hurry, who needs to get out in a timely manner, and you're going to invite them to come and sit with you first. And as they leave, you're going to ask them to invite the next person in to keep it flowing, okay? And your host is going to help you with that as well. Okay, so to wrap it up, we are going to demonstrate how you use the checkout. And this is actually a really important part of the entire process. And having a separate area to do it one-on-one is definitely going to help the process along. It's going to allow you to take that time and build a relationship with your client, because that's what this is all about. This is not a one-time sale. You want a lifetime customer, and the only way you're going to get that is when you build a relationship and get to know them. And so as you finished your party, you've invited anyone who's in a hurry to come and be, you know, your first guest that you're going to actually sit down with. And once you're finished with them, you're going to send them out to get the next person. Okay, and so this is not going to upset the process of the party. This is actually going to keep it running smooth. Your time with each customer is 4 to 5 minutes. It's just enough time to start that relationship, you know, and get to know them a bit and help them out with their first order with Secret. So thank you so much, Trish. It was such a pleasure to meet you tonight. And
Me as well.
I have to tell you that you were completely engaged, and I could tell you were mind blown with this product. And so thank you so much for joining us. Now, can I peek at your wish list?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, so obviously, you know, the first question I'm going to ask you is, what products do you think that you absolutely have to start with today? And then we're going to talk a little bit more about how we can get the rest, because you have a very large wish list.
I would definitely want to start with the skincare.
Okay.
I don't have a good
Perfect.
regimen, and it's time that I get one.
Awesome. Okay, well, we can certainly help you with that. And of course, if you recall, at the beginning I talked about the 3 questions. So the first question I just asked you, and the second question is, can I help you get the rest of the products on your wish list for free or for half price by hosting an experience secret of your own and sharing this with some friends and family?
Absolutely, I'd love that.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, great. And of course, question number 3 is there any reason why I can't book some time with you to sit down and show you Secret and how you can have a side hustle like I do and earn some extra cash?
I would love that. I would definitely like to know more.
Awesome. Okay, so I actually happen to have some free time tomorrow, and I'm just curious if morning or afternoon will work better for you.
I can do morning.
Morning. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to book the appointment, and this is actually the whole process coming full circle. X's lead to O's, which is the open book, and that's the presentation that I'm going to sit down and share with Trish tomorrow and offer her the opportunity to become a business partner in Secret. And so, I mean, we're going to assume the order's taken. I'm going to thank Trish so much, tell her I'll be in touch. I always ask them to shoot me a text message once they've received their order, so I know they've got it. And I ask them if they're on Facebook, ask if I can invite them into being a friend and put them in my customer group. And as soon as they give me that go ahead, then I friend them on Facebook as quickly as I can before the next customer comes in. And I actually write it right on their order form, okay? And so at this point, what you want to do is you want to make sure you've got your getting started customer order form and getting started customer brochure, so that you can send them with information on how to become a customer if it's something they choose not to do. And you also want to make sure that they have the host brochure, which goes over all of the benefits of being a host. And even if they've placed an order, giving them the customer brochure gives them just subtle reminders of all of the perks and benefits of actually being a Secret customer. And I just love the fact that these are new shareable materials that people can walk away with to have something in their hands to take home and look at. And let's face it, when it's sitting on the table and their friend comes over and she picks it up or he picks it up, you know, that could mean a referral for you. So fantastic. All right, so to wrap things up now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the very last page in the Xbook, which is the after. Now, very important actually to go through all of the steps on this. The first one is to sit down with your hostess and summarize where she's at or he's at. Where did you land in sales and orders? Where did you land as far as bookings and recruit leads, so that you can really help them understand about where they're sitting. And of course, this is where you're going to talk about the fact that the party's over, but it doesn't have to be. Now's the time where they can share their shopping link and encourage people that were not able to attend the party to become customers, maybe host parties of their own, and which is, you know, it's a really great opportunity to make that party, take it to the next level. So if somebody is sitting at, you know, $1,000 in sales or $1,100 in sales, I'm going to help pump them up and get them over to that $1,250 level, so they get an extra $50 in free product and maximize the rewards as much as we can. You absolutely must set a date to close the party. If you do not, you will be chasing these people down forever. And so it's like an appointment, like anything. So if the party is on Monday night, let's circle back Wednesday morning and see where you're at and really aim to make that your closing date, okay? Usually 24 to 48 hours, you know, is probably about as far as I will push it, just so that everything can, you know, get cleaned up and you can move on to the next party. You want to actually set 3 notes in your calendar to follow up with your customers. I'm sure you've heard this, but I have to tell you, the fortune is in the follow-up. We are not looking for a one-time customer in secret. We're looking for a customer for life, and the only way that's going to happen is when you continue to foster that relationship you've started building at the party. And so it's very easy for us, though, to lose track of time. And so if you jot yourself a note right in your calendar and mark down your 10, 30, and 60 days to do your follow-ups, I promise you this, it's going to lead to more orders, it's going to lead to potential prospects about the business, and it's most certainly going to lead to future parties. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to set your appointments for a potential follow-up facial for anyone who, you know, wants to try different products, and your one-on-one sitting down with the O-Book with potential agents and prospects and going through the business opportunity. And of course, anyone who hosted a party, you're going to schedule your meetings to host those hostess coach those hostesses and make sure that they can have the absolute best success possible. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Tracy Donald, and I really honestly feel so blessed and honored to have been able to share this experience. This Xbook is going to be a game changer, and I have to tell you that the most important thing that you have to understand is there's so many resources available to you. You have sideline agents that are we're all in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. You have an upline. You know, you've got your Party Like a Pro page, and you have the tons of resources in our back office that you can reference on a daily basis that are going to help you. And the one thing that you absolutely must understand is the more you use this book, the easier it's going to come to you. You know, you cannot watch someone that's been in this business for, you know, a couple of decades do this and go, oh my gosh, I could never do that, because this is what I can promise you. You have to be bad to be good, and you have to be good to be great, and you have to be great to be amazing. And if you do this enough, you will have no choice but to be amazing at doing it. So I hope that you embrace this, go out there, get yourself some parties, rock out your secret business. It's time to share secret with everyone. Thank you so much.